Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We're looking at what advice do we have for you today. What is this reading about? So let's see what is happening. Putting 3 cards down for you. Pile 1, 2, and a 3. Okay, think about it. See your emotions, which pile kind of, you know, makes sense to you, and we'll see you shortly. Hello, welcome pal number 1. Thank you again for watching. We're looking at what advice is meant to reach you today, okay? So let's just see what's going on in your life. All right, so we've got reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play eclipse in Libra, and it's rebalancing. All right, let's see what else comes up with this. I'm gonna set this one off here and see what we've got in our tarots. What does our tarots want us to know? What is the guidance here? Oh, okay. All right, so we've got the 3 of Swords and we've got the Hermit. Okay, so okay, so reevaluating your relationships, justice and fair playing. So I feel like somebody's not playing nice to you, pal number 1. This is the chance of a lifetime with somebody, and I feel like that they're not reciprocating that love connection that you have. It's almost like time to settle the score, time to settle things out with this person, okay? So usually I don't do a lot of romance, but I do some, and I'm gonna let you know that this advice that it's portraying here, like they literally just fell in my out of my hands. It's because you need to know this right now. You need to be able to make a decision in regards to something. Now, listen, I will never tell you what to do in your life. But what I'm saying is reevaluate your decision and what this person, how is this person making you feel? Is this something that you really want to do? I feel like there's that light that went out, okay? There's that fogginess that didn't come through. Okay, could also be potentially about finances too. Okay, are we seeing that we're kind of not seeing eye to eye with this person in regards to finance? All right, what else are we going to see here? What advice do we need to know today? So I feel like also being strong and being able to set your ground, like let this person or anybody in relatable to anything at this point, you're going to show them that you have zero weakness right now, even if you are down on money, even if you don't think that you have the necessary to make things happen at this time. I feel like this is then where you're kind of showing everybody like, hey, I'm strong, I can make anything happen. So that's part of your message today. We're also got the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like the potential here to change your life is absolutely amazing. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands, which is very, very much sensible, but also sure and being able to create something new. Okay, and then we see the Ace of Swords here by stating, okay, if I have the grip on this sword and I'm able to do anything with that. New beginnings ahead. We've got the air sign, okay, including the Libra. We've got the swords, the air sign happening, okay? There's a lot of movement within communication. Maybe this is the new era of you being able to create something from scratch and also being able to be communicative about it, new ideas coming your way, communicating those options and resources. All right, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. I have no words for this because I feel like with this new beginning, it does come with rewarding, being rewarded, okay? So we've got the 8 of Pentacles, but we also have the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So it's either, and as you see this here, and this is a different kind of perspective of the 9 of Pentacles, but you see the Lovers kind of aspect within. You see the heart here, the rose, the gold rose here. So I feel like either something else is going to happen, maybe once you communicate, and reevaluate what your relationship is built out of, then maybe this way is going to give you the opportunity of seeing things play fair. Maybe it was obstructed, money obstruction, but now you're seeing that you guys are able to communicate and make this approach into something lovable and being able to feel right. I feel like this person, if it's a new person, it's going to give you additional communication, but also he's going to, or they are going to give you their heart. Okay, they're going to be able to present it to you in a different way than before. And if this is the exact same relationship and you're continuing on, again, we're seeing the same thing happening here. You know, maybe that money was the problem, money was the issue, but once this is resolved, you guys, or they are going to be able to give more. So if I do say he, I apologize, because I mean it could be anybody, but what I'm saying is based on the perspective of the actual picture, and that's the reason why I'm saying he. So let's see what else comes up. We've got the wheel, we've got the 8 of Cups, and we've got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, okay? I feel like that this is turning around for you somewhere, okay? This is a depiction of, you know, goddess figure in with being able to also be able to fly with the wheel. And the depiction is so much like, you know, being able with the blue, with the sky, being able to be out there and being able to fly for something, creating something new. I feel like that this also has to do with a lot of feelings and emotions that you've been setting aside for whatever reason, and now you're going to be able to let things go, let things kind of opportunities, new opportunities come in by letting things kind of go. It's kind of like you're bowing your head down, but you're also not seeing the defeat. You are actually moving on and being able to see that sensibility back into your life, being able to see the cup full and not empty. So I feel like that the advice today is kind of like look within, in all fair and play, look within and see how you want your relationship to work, how you want your business to work, how you want, you know, are you willing to sacrifice, are you willing to make changes in your life and be able to you know, feel more I'm going to say love towards yourself. Okay, not towards others. I feel like that you're very lovable. I just feel like that you need to work on, you know, being strong and being able to love yourself more. But that's good. That's good. I do believe that that's amazing. All right. Sorry, I'm just kind of shuffling here and I'm just ranting. So let's see what else we've got here. And these are my beautiful little cards that I made. So let's see what else we've got here. Ability and motivation. The ability is what you're capable of doing, and motivation determines what you do. You know what? This goes hand in hand with exactly what I was saying. And maybe my depiction was a little bit different, but I feel like if you have the ability to do something, then you're capable of doing it. And basically with the motivation, it says, well, if you're motivated enough, you will do it, right? What are you going to do with it? Okay, so let's see. Take the risk or lose the chance. Okay, and we've got everything will be okay. All right, so I feel like this is kind of like a pat in the back. All right, pile number 1, a pat in the back by saying you have the ability and the motivation to do so. Now, be able to take a risk or lose that chance right now, but also everything's going to be okay. So whichever direction you take, whether, you know, you decide that you're going to reevaluate your relationship, or that you're going to be, you know, bringing on some more justice in it, that you're going to be able to rebalance your life, everything is going to be okay. Everything will be okay. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, also check my other videos. And you know what? We'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Hey, pal number 2, thank you so much for watching. I've got advice meant to reach you today. And I was just laughing because I just kind of pulled this like towards you just a couple seconds ago, and I'm like, play hard, work hard. That's exactly what's kind of like coming into my head right off the bat when I've seen this, because it says reorganization, choose duties and responsibilities carefully. So it's kind of like you know, play hard, work hard, or even you know, work smarter and less. So let's see what else comes up here. I feel like this is a message that is going to continue on within your reading today. So let's see what else we've got. It's a beautiful, beautiful card, let's just say. I mean, the actual visual of it is fantastic. So we've got the 5 of Wands, we've got the 6 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so maybe a lot of fighting going on here. I'm kind of seeing that there's the, you know, like choose duties and responsibilities carefully, is maybe that you have been working really hard. You've been working and you've been having to present yourself a certain way towards others. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say fighting, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of competition happening in where you're at right now. I feel like somewhere down the line the swords are going to be going down, and both parties are just going to be done with whatever was the situation. It's kind of like not even stepping away from it. It's kind of like going to battle until one wins or both lose. So that's kind of how I feel like this situation is. Even with the 4 of Cups, it's kind of like presenting that option and being able to actually see it as what it is. So that a particular situation, I feel like it's with somebody that you are either in business, or maybe it's even somebody at home. Something is just not kind of meshing with somebody, and you're having to be able to pick and choose your battles with a certain person. And again, it's kind of like do or die. So that maybe that play hard, work hard is kind of like what's happening here, okay? Maybe you're putting a lot of emphasis on the working and the playing hard both at the same time, and it's kind of choosing what are you going to do next. So we've got the King of Swords and the King of Cups. I feel like this is the battle within you. I feel like there's a battle between, you know, the intelligence, the working, the communication, and also the way you're feeling inside internally. You know, are you ready to give up something? Are you ready to move on and do something else? Are you willing to balance that out? There's two things here. I feel like that you can see like the King of Swords not being happy. So I feel like he's not happy because I feel like that he's carrying a lot on his shoulders right now. Like the light has gone off his face. Okay, so that means that maybe he's overworked, over like tired, not being able to see things the way they were. Okay, and then we see the King of Cups kind of presenting the cup towards the King of Swords, saying, "But take a sip, maybe you'll feel better." So that's kind of how I'm seeing this, right? It's kind of like holding it with, and it's so the King of Cups is holding it with one hand and kind of offering with the other. So, and if you look at the back here, you also see that he's pretty close to the shore, because you see the waves coming in, but there's a lot of waves happening. And we also see that there's a lot of birds in the very background here moving away from it. So are we looking at a storm? Are we looking at, things are calming down in your life right now? Okay, so the advice here could potentially be like to kind of check it out and see actually how you feel deep within inside, and what your choices are and your options. Maybe you're too tired now to kind of deal with things. That's what I think. So we got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands. Okay, so climbing up, okay? And again, we're seeing the same thing here with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The exact same situation here with the face, right? There's no color, there's no ambition left. In that sense, it feels like a defeat, okay? Then versus being able to. But the thing is that I feel like that what you need to know here is also that the Two of Wands is saying you need to climb up. All right, there's always a new direction, there's always a new way of looking at things, and you need to be able to climb up. Maybe not climb up the ladder like in one shape or form, but climbing up and feeling better about where you're at and where you need to be. So we've got the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, it could also very well be the reason why you've been feeling like that is you've been overworked, and you've been doing this for somebody. Okay, so it's whether it's for house you know, or like through a relationship, and I feel like there's a lot of burden on making things happen for yourself. So maybe the whole situation here is that you're working hard because you need to be able to make money in order to be able to pay the bills, to make that other person happy. Or maybe you both have a lot of bills to pay, and you know you can't have them doing all of the hard work and you're not being able to supply. So you're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of emphasis on your work. Okay, so I feel like that's kind of draining you at this time. So let's see what else comes up. The Hangman, the Nine of Swords, yes it is, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of fighting, struggling within you, pile number two. There's that Nine of Swords, kind of like everything's just kind of on you right now. You're not able to let things go, even though they're not as impossible as you seem. And I feel like that the Seven of Wands here, if you see him, he's like pretty skinny actually, but also like fighting. All right, just like the same motion as here. This was a play fight, but I feel like that this is more like not just a fighting, but also protecting. So you're protecting your well-being, you're protecting your sources, you're protecting your family, you're protecting how much money you make. So I feel like this is all about you being protecting like your family and stuff like that. You've got things on the go right now. You can feel that sense of uh, with the wand here, with the Page of Wands, I feel like that there's that energy of seeing things finally clear a little bit. So I know that this seems like really peculiar, but the reason why I feel like this advice is really needing to reach you right now is I feel like that you need to take a deep breath. Okay, reorganize your thoughts, reorganize your life, choose what needs to be, what is your options, and choose where you need to be. Okay, what is your love connection, your life choices? You know, is work really that important to you? You know, is feeling drained important to you? Let's see what else comes up in my little happy my little happy homemade cards. All right, let's see. All right, so you've got your limitation, it's only your imagination. This is my favorite place. And never give up because great things take time. All right, so I feel like that this may not be exactly from what we were relevant to what we were talking about, but this is that message that I feel like you also need to know. All right, this is an extended message. Okay, that the only limitations that you have is based on your imagination. Okay, so I feel like letting something go doesn't necessarily mean that it's limiting you. Okay, your favorite place is where you make it. Okay, this is my loving effing favorite place. Okay, so find that spot where it makes you feel happy. Take that vacation where you want to go, like that favorite place that you wanted to go. You know, maybe it's time to kind of take that vacation and never give up because great things take time. Because maybe, like I said, maybe this is the way you've been seeing life, but maybe taking that time to do something else. I feel like a vacation would be superb for you right now. If you can, and if you can make that happen, this is the time. Or even just putting things together and going somewhere eventually soon, and putting things together might be an option for you too. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you like, subscribe. And if that's the case, also check out my other videos. And if you'd like to leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. It does also help me understand where you're at and if it does make sense to you. So with that being said, hasta luego. We'll see you next time. Hey, pal number 3. Thank you so much for watching. We are looking at, what is meant, what advice do we have for you that has to be reached your goals today? Okay, so let's take a look at your card, which is boost self-worth and finances. So I feel like there's a lot of practicality here where it says Sun in Taurus too. So we're seeing Taurus is always a practical sign. Okay, they always are, looking for stability And I feel like that this is probably what is part of your reading would be of looking for stability at the moment. That is part of your advice. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got the Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Cups. All right, so based on this, I feel like there's a little bit of deceit somewhere here, okay? Maybe taking advantage of a certain situation, or somebody's taking advantage of a certain situation with you, maybe even, you know, putting a nice face in front of you, and then behind your back, they're kind of saying crappy things. I feel like even with the misdemeanor of the Page of Cups, it's kind of like, you see, I'm great, I've got everything around, I'm doing all of this stuff, and I'm not looking to solve anything at the moment. So I feel like that there's two things here. There's the deceit, but it's also like being unaware of some situation. I feel like that you're also, with a Page of Cups, you're seeing that maybe this is involving somebody that you love, and you're kind of looking the other way because you don't really want to, you know, push things to the next level. And sometimes we have to. All right, so we've got the Chariot, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, and we're seeing the Three of Cups here in reverse. So here's the thing. This is the advice that I'm getting here for you in regards to maybe even financials or not seeing things come your way. With the Three of Cups, I feel like that there's that broken hearted as well, like looking out in this distance, things are just not going your way. I feel like you've been putting a lot of work, and you've been studying and observing whatever situation it is, but yet I feel like with the Chariot, if you see how he's spiked over to the Two of Cups, I feel like that he's kind of looking in the opposite direction because he doesn't want to see. And if he does see, there's going to be some issue with it. Okay, so putting a lot of effort into something and not being able to see the broken pieces, it's actually showing that the Chariot cannot move forward because it's looking in the opposite direction. So maybe this is something that you need to kind of look at, because even boosting your self-worth might be what you need. This is the advice that you might need in order to be able to navigate a relationship without feeling that, you know, you have no power over this relationship. Now, this is very, very focused on a group, okay? And I'm trying not to always keep like just one particular area, because focusing on a group, then it might not, you know, be something that meshes with you. Okay, so whatever you can out of that, take it. It might also not be based on a relationship, it could also be based on money as well, right? What are you not seeing? You know, is somebody kind of putting a damper on you? What are the signs here that you're not seeing? So I feel like the message is like, what are you not seeing? Okay, and I see here with the practicality and also finances, that it could potentially be also about finances and not relationships. Boy, I need to that's a tongue twister for me there. All right, so we've got the Star in reverse, we've got the the Five of Wands, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Now, this happened to pile number 2, where these Five of Wands and the Six of Swords came out at the same time. It's kind of like a battle. It could be a battle within, could be a battle with somebody in particular. Okay, again, we're seeing a lot of that in here, that you're going to be fighting till the very end, okay? Either you're fighting for a relationship, you're fighting for status, you're fighting for something till the bitter end. You're not going to be giving up, okay? I mean, the two swords are there, one is in, one is out, but nobody's going anywhere. Okay, we're seeing also that the Star is not projecting what it should, and that is not projecting the beautifulness of being able to show you the way. Okay, it's kind of like being quiet and observant to whatever she's scooping out. It could be milk, water, whatever it is, or maybe even life itself. So I feel like that right now is kind of like seeing the Star as not wishing for something. It's just kind of like trying to recover. That's what I'm seeing, the Star in recovery from something. All right, so we've got the Strength card. We've got the Magician. So this is interesting. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so we're going to revert back into finances here, because I feel like that this is also part of this, is that you're looking into being able to juggle everything. Okay, the magician is always able to do things, create magic, create things out of nothing. Okay, and I feel like that even if there's some kind of mojo here that's not really kind of happening, and then there's finance issues or finance troubles, and that you're seeing that, you know, you got to kind of be balanced out with the Two of Pentacles here. I feel also that you are also showing a lot of strength, in that you possess a lot of that strength from the Taurus sign as well, right? So the sun in Taurus is saying practicality meets everything, okay? So you're going to be able to find the strength within you to be able to kind of push yourself back into a routine, push yourself back into being able to create magic again. Doesn't matter, whatever comes your way, it's going to happen, all right? Pile number 3, it's going to happen for you. But so we're seeing here with the Two of Pentacles as well, we're seeing like the Joker. Okay, so it's kind of like having a twist on things, because you only see one pentacle. Now where is the other one? It's kind of like oh, it's on the bottom here. Okay, so it's kind of like kicked back towards another dimension here, by saying, you know, I got both ways, but I feel like I have to balance this out with this one that I have on my foot right now, because the other one's kind of busy elsewhere. I know that seems like weird what I'm talking about here, but what I'm saying is that you're seeing the jokester be a jokester, okay? Being able to kind of balance it out, whichever dimension. And that's what I'm saying with you, pile number 3, is that you're going to be able to balance whichever direction it's coming your way. This is part of who you are and part of where you need to be. So let's see what else comes up. And it totally makes sense to me, to be honest with you, because like I said, boost self-worth and finances, both of them are here. Both of them are showing you the responsibilities of both actions, right? Being in a relationship, and also being able to feel good about yourself, and also being able to recover money. And that's the thing, right? Oh, look at this. All right, explore more. Take the road far enough to meet yourself. There's always hope. Wow, okay. So, I mean, this here just took me by surprise, because take the road far enough to meet yourself. Again, we were just talking about self-worth. And quite frankly, as soon as I seen that and we were talking about self-worth, it's like, okay, I got it. It's like right there, okay? So pile number 3, this is that advice that it's meant to happen over and over again for you. Okay, there's always hope. Okay, whichever situation you're in, don't forget that there's always hope. Nothing is lost. Nothing is, you know, it's everything is just going to happen because it happens for a reason. And explore more. Okay, if you're having a situation where you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, explore other options. Okay, don't let yourself just be stuck in something because you think that that's the only thing that's worth your time at the moment. So I'm going to leave that at that. I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have a comment and you want to let me know if this kind of resonates with you, and maybe it would be nice to know if this particular reading is worth your time. That would be helpful. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Hasta luego.